Well, hey, Pipers, welcome back to the Bass Piper channel. And just wanted to talk to you about a few things today that's been going on this past week with me. And hey, before we get started, I want to do a little housekeeping. I'm going to be smoking this pipe with some Northwoods, Boswell Northwoods, here in just a little while when I get done with this video. But this is a Boswell 2019, if you don't see that. Freehand. Has the smooth and the rustification sides on it with a yellowish stem, plateau on the top. See if I can zoom that in a little better for you. But I'm going to have some Northwoods in this in just a little bit. But I'm right here in my living room section of the house, so I didn't want to smoke in the living room. But anyway, guys, I think you all recall me having last week or week before, I was trying out some Sutliff tobacco and Sunset rum. And I had it in the Rattray Black Sheep pipe. And it's the one that I had a few videos back that I was having trouble with the draw on it. It was a 9mm, and I put out, to some of you guys, give me some ideas what maybe it could be besides the obvious. And but I smoked that thing that day I got off the video, guys, and it was the same problem with a Savinelli filter, and I've tried different filters in it. But come find out, it's the draw hole at the manufacturer. They jack that up. And so, but I wanted to put on here the fantastic customer service from tobaccopipes.com. I called and talked to Ben, and Ben told me, no problem, Wade. He said, send it back, because I figured, I'd already smoked a bowl through it and all that. He said, no problem. He said, take it. He said, in fact, he says, right now I'm going to be sending you a return slip. You should be getting it in your email. And sure enough, before I could even get off the phone with him, I already had it in my email. And so that pipe had to be sent back, guys, and they're going to take care of that. And they credited my credit card and all that stuff. And I've had this pipe probably for several months. In fact, I had it a couple of months before I even smoked it. I've got probably about 6 pipes in my collection that have not made the maiden voyage yet. And that was one of them. But when I tried to make the maiden voyage about a month or so ago on that thing, it just gave me a fit. And I found something that looked like it was clogged in the end of the stem, where it connects to, the mortise and the tendon connect together there. And I thought, well, maybe it's something that came off the charcoal filter and jacked it up. And I unplugged that little bit of stuff, and it looked like it might have been a piece of paper or something. And I thought that would fix it, but it didn't. Evidently, the draw hole or something was off on that. And but anyway, I just said all that to say, man, the guys at tobaccopipes.com are fantastic. Can't ask for no better customer service. In fact, there's 3 that I've run across. Boswell's Pipes and Cigars, outstanding customer service. Tobacco Pipes and Smoking Pipes. A couple of years ago, I'd gotten some stuff in for Christmas, and I got a couple of those glass jars they sell with the little pipe emblem on it. And I had one that was busted slam up by the time it got here. And when I got it, it just jingled like jingle bells. And they were very nice to say, hey, throw that stuff away. We got another one coming in the mail to you. I mean, didn't blink an eye. And of course, that wasn't my fault, and it wasn't theirs. It was the postal service that got it jacked up, evidently. And but anyway, they took care of the problem. And but anyway, I just wanted to say, Tobacco Pipes really took care of me with that pipe, and I appreciate all the guys there at tobaccopipes.com for helping me with that pipe. And they were very gracious. They told me, look, if you want to pick out something else, just let us know. We'll take care of it for you. If you want to shop around, whatever you want to do is fine. So anyway, I just want to let you know the Black Sheep is gone. I like that little pipe. But I didn't want to risk taking and getting another one just in case. You always got that thing of well, if I get another one and it's messed up, here we go. So Anyway, it's almost like a little was almost like a little devil ants type shape to it. But I'll find another one somewhere else down the road. But I got my eyes on a Boswell, and talking to JM about making it a 9 millimeter for me, commissioning the pipe for me, and making it a 9 mil for me. And so we'll just see what happens. I'm just going to maybe swap out that one for one of Boswell's, and we'll just see how that goes. But anyway, also, I wanted to update you guys. Before Christmas, you heard me on a rant about pipes and cigars. And that what a mess I was having with them trying to get an order in for Christmas. And I just wanted to lay kudos where kudos needed to be laid. I don't know if I'll do any more business with them. Like I said, the thing that I do like about them, I like their pipe and cigar calendars. I wish smoking pipes or tobacco pipes would put some of those out, but pipes and cigars seems to have the advantage on the court with these calendars they come out with every year. I mean, they're about $12. I mean, they don't give them away, but they're neat to have, you know. And because I'd even thought in my man cave maybe taking some of those pictures, cutting them to a certain thing, and framing a couple of them to, you know, to hang in the man cave or back in the lounge. I'm really converting that lounge, rethinking that lounge of making it maybe a lounge. I don't know if it's going to be more of a lounge. It might end up being, with my wife and I, a craft room. And I'm getting into some leather crafting. And in fact, I've got stuff here ready to go that I got for Christmas, but I have nowhere to put it or nowhere to work. So I'm waiting to get a table and stuff put together. And maybe go out there in the lounge part area that I was going to make it off the man cave and make that like a little leather crafting studio with her, a little crafting studio that we can work out there. But anyway, it's all getting there. It's coming together. The man cave, as you know, had to be switched around. And my son was over here a couple of weekends ago, and putting in a new box in the middle of the wall. We've got to move the TV from where it was above, as you saw in one of the videos, above the fireplace. That's all got to be taken down and moved to the wall where I originally was wanting to put it. But now it's got to go there, and we had to put a new receptacle box in so we could plug the TV right behind it instead of running cords all down and got cords going, looking like Interstate, 95. But we got all that done. I had to rework all the surround sound speaker wires up in the attic and move all that stuff around and shift everything from one side of the room to the other side. So it's all back in a working process right now. We thought we had it almost done, but I think I told you, I found out that we turned the fireplace on when it got cold. In fact, it's been cold here. I know a lot of you guys have been battling with the snow and stuff and the ice, and man, what a nightmare you guys have been having. I've been watching your videos, and wow. The crazy thing about here in Virginia, we're in the Tidewater area. Some of y'all are not familiar with the Tidewater area. You may know some of these areas when I mention them. Norfolk, Virginia Beach. Smithfield is where I live. But I'm on the outskirts of Newport News, Hampton Roads, Hampton, Virginia, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Virginia. Some of you military guys may have been stationed out in that area sometime. But I would watch this stuff. We would be under all kinds of weather alerts, but they would never hit us. I would watch the radar, and the snow would be coming in right behind. Let me put this pipe down. Right behind the rain, the snow's coming, and before it gets right to us, the snow just vanishes. And we're just getting rain. Well, all you guys have been getting the snow and the ice every day last week, and they're calling for some more this week. Now, crazy thing is, we were about 30-some degrees here yesterday, and now we're 65 today. And now it's going back down to 40 tomorrow. So I watched the snow bands, and of course, you guys are getting nailed up north, I think, again today, Pennsylvania, New York, all that area. And but for some reason, man, that rain trail will follow. The snow's coming behind it, and then the snow just vanishes. The ice that we were supposed to get did the same thing. As soon as it almost got, because you know how got the radar, and wherever you live, it's a little dot that beeps. And so it just, as soon as right before it gets to that dot, it just vanishes, and all we get's rain. I don't know if it's just the coast where we're at, the way the system works, it's pushing it off or evaporating it or whatever. But now Richmond, that's only an hour and a half from me, and on up where Onion is now. I mean, they will get blasted, and we would just get rain. So we really haven't had much snow here in the Tidewater area. We had a few flakes, a little fluff. That's about it. Nothing to write home about, which I guess in one way we've been blessed as far as the driving conditions and things like that. But I'm like some of you guys. I like the snow. I like to see a little bit of snow. They tell me snow helps kill germs, and maybe that'll help with some of this COVID. I don't know, but we haven't got the big snow yet. Usually February, first part of March, sometimes we'll get hammered at least once. But we haven't had any good snow here that I'm aware of in a couple of years, and just get all the rain and junk, that comes along with all that. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to get on and let you know. I didn't mean to get off on that tangent. I was talking about my man cave, but the man cave is now being turned around a little bit, and where I was sitting in one direction, I'm now got to sit this way, and so everything's got to be turned around, figure out what we're going to do. And once I take that, I got a 65-inch TV sitting there above the fireplace, and now we got the all mounted. So now we've got to go putty holes, and Miss Bass Piper has got to go do some painting and paint that part all back up again and get all that fixed for that wall that we had to take the TV mounts off. But fun times, when you're trying to put something, design something, and it didn't work. And but when we went to fire up the fireplace, as I was getting ready to say earlier, the heat was just. And I got a hood that comes off that fireplace, and it's ventless logs, and you don't have the vent open, of course, in your chimney, so you've got the heat. It ain't no problem. It'll run you slam out of there in about 10 minutes. But the problem is that heat is still coming over that hood, and the bottom of the mantle, we had to lower it to fit the TV in. That mantle underneath is just getting super hot. And the guy told me, he said, yeah, it's got to get up to 24 inches with ventless. You got to have at least 2 foot from where the opening of your fireplace is, that top opening, that brick. You got to have 24 inches up for that mantle. And well, if we did that, there's no way the TV would fit. So he says, that's what we call TV melters. They will melt your TV, especially those flat screens. And I said, well, we don't want that action going on, so let's go ahead and bite the bullet and revamp it all over again. So anyway, I was hoping to have everything in place by the 1st of this month, and we may not have it in place till about May, the way it's looking, because I have to work on my son's work schedule. And my son works as he's an optician, and he manages a lab in one of the eye care places and eyeglass places. He makes glasses and oversees the lab at that particular company. So, and it's retail type hours, so you guys know what I'm dealing with there, and what he's dealing with. You got all kinds of scattered days off, and sometimes when the weekends he's having to work. So it's just having to work on a slower schedule, but we'll get there. And I'm looking forward to just kind of, some of you guys have been wanting to see the man cave. I know you've made comments, but I showed you a little bit as it was in the process during Christmas. But I'm going to just wait till it's all done, and then take you for a little tour of that, and let you see what we finally got done. But anyway, guys, I just want to let you know that I was going to talk about the pipes and cigars, and got off on a rabbit chase with that too. It's what happens when you're 59. It gets better all the time, they say, as you get older. Your mind just kind of comes and goes, and my mind just went. But I want to lay kudos with those guys. Like I said, I like their calendars. I wish the other companies would put them out. But the customer service has not just been what I would hope it would be with pipes and cigars. But I will tell you this. Now, when I put that video out, I got some comments from some of the guys talking about, yeah, I agree with you, and, Russ Olette, whatever you think about him, some say, well, he sucks and he's this and he's that, whatever. But I've met Russ, and Russ, nice guy from what I know of him, and but I can't I gotta say that Russ jumped on it when I called and talked specifically to him, and because he's like the merchandise manager or something there at Pipes and Cigars, along with being a blender. And within just about 3 days, man, they just about I think they overnighted it to me at no cost. And evidently, my order got lost in the shuffle. And I mean, I know we've got COVID going on, and we got all this. It's a nightmare. I got that, but some of the problems was happening before COVID. So we're talking even before last January. And I don't know if they're just overwhelmed. I don't know here again if it's just managerial problems or staff problem or understaffing, and especially during COVID and Christmas, maybe they were having a hard time. I don't know. But I mean, what I get is good stuff. Don't get me wrong. What I'm talking about. My problem is it's the lag time of getting something. And the other problem there is that when you go and check your account, I mean, I would have stuff that I had ordered maybe a year and a half ago, and it was still showing pending. The order on the computer on my account, and I'd had that stuff and had it used up a year and a half ago, but they were still showing pending that it was pending to go out to ship. So I don't know. There's just something jacked up there with their system and stuff going on. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that Russ did take care of me, and I appreciate his help on that. And so no matter what you think about him, I don't know him that well personally, but I do know that he stepped up to the plate and made it good. And so I appreciate that. But like I said, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'll do much more business. That's me personally. I'm not trying to influence anybody else from not buying from Pipes and Cigars. That's just my belly button opinion, and everybody's got one. And so, but like I said, he did make it right, and I do appreciate that. I got everything in time for Christmas, and that was wonderful. But I mean, I may end up ordering their calendars, because they're the only place I can find them. Now, if some of you guys know of any other places you can get them, put them in the ash hole or my comments for me to let me know. But they're the only ones I know. And basically, you've got to get those things. I think they come out about the 1st of November, end of October, and you better get them if you want them, because they only make. They're kind of like the Country Squire. I know this week is International Pipe Smoking Week, and I haven't seen yet. I don't know if he did one this year, but they normally put out a T-shirt at the Country Squire. But I know, JD and those guys over there. I mean, they order one lot set almost, and then once they're gone, man, they're blown out. They're gone. And I ran into that situation a couple of years ago, and still haven't got an International Pipe Smoking Day T-shirt from those, because I take a 3X. So I only, I wear really a 2X, but I like T-shirts in cotton and 3X, because by the time if you make a mistake and stick them in the dryer, they can become a 2X. So you got to always order in cotton, a size bigger. But a lot of times they don't have them, because a lot of times they go. And but that's the problem with the calendars with Pipes and Cigars. They'll only order like a set lot, and they blow them out every year. I don't get it. It's not like they're going to be sitting on them. I mean, people love them, and so I don't know what the problem is there. But anyway, order early if you want one, is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, guys, I know this is like I said, International Pipe Smoking Week. And I just want to wish everybody a good day on that. I think it comes up Saturday, and I'll be smoking me a pipe in remembrance of that as well. And I know there's been a lot of gauze and a lot of VRs going on, and I've tried to hit on a few of them. I haven't been able to hit on everybody, so don't be offended if I don't get to all of them. With things going on here around the house and trying to keep up with videos, it gets a little taxing sometimes. I got a silent call coming through with a voicemail on a scam call, and I sure hope this thing doesn't ruin the video audio like I had happen when my wife called me a few videos back. All of a sudden, all you heard was my mouth move and no voice. But we'll see when I play this thing back here in a few minutes. But anyway, guys, I do appreciate each and every one of you. I got some new subscribers, and I'm going to shout you guys out maybe on the next video or so. They've been coming in, and I tell you, the last 3 weeks, I've just been overwhelmed and blessed with subscribers. And I want to thank each and every one of you that have new subscribers that have come to my channel. I hope you enjoy the channel and stay with me. And like I said, I can't do all the fancy stuff a lot of you guys do with all your videos. I wish I could, but I need one of you guys to stop by the house for about a day and walk me through some things. But if you're ever in the Tidewater area. But anyway, guys, we enjoy it. And Stephanie, Skip, I'm glad you got your stuff okay and everything was fine. I hope the tobaccos and things were great and they were okay for you. I, again, appreciate everything you've done, Stephanie, for me, making that plaque for my man cave. And that's about the only thing that hasn't moved, Stephanie. If you see this video, everything else is going to be shifted in that room, but that's staying right where it's at. So that's safe. Once I got that mounted where I wanted it. That's not going to get shifted around the room. But anyway, guys, I just want to stop in and say hi. I hadn't been on in about a week. And just want to update you on that pipe that I had that I've been talking about, that black sheep from Rattrays. Tobacco pipes really took care of me, and I appreciate that. And also pipes and cigars came through for me as well. And I appreciate Russ's help on all of that. So anyway, man, till the next time we meet again. Oh, let me leave you, if I can, with a point to ponder today. Haven't left these in a couple of videos, so I want to leave you with one. Here's one right here that basically, if you're finding yourself stressed out about anything with life today, or this week, or maybe in the last few weeks, keep this in mind. Don't stress yourself too much, because no matter how bad the situation is, it will change. Don't stress yourself too much. Because no matter how bad that situation you're going through, it will change. You know, that's so true in life. And I found out that I would stress over stuff a lot of times and a lot of mess that really I didn't need to. And my wife's been on me. You know, we're coming up on 39 years of marriage. And she would tell me, especially when I was younger, you know, you're stressing too much, you're stressing too much. If you don't stop stressing and worrying about this, you're going to give yourself a heart attack. And God help, with God's help, I hadn't had one of those yet, and I hope I don't. But you got to learn to roll with the flow and roll with the stress. And here's something I had to learn with that as well, guys and gals. You know, you can't stress, don't stress over something you can't control, because we don't control it. You know, I know everybody's been all keyed up about, you know, the COVID in the last year or so. And then all of the politics and all the stuff going down with, you know, President Trump and all the stuff that's happening in, I call it the Washington, D.C. cartel. You know, all this mess that's just all over the place, and the fake news and all the garbage. You know, I like what old Art says a lot of times in his thing. He does that early morning cup of coffee thing he does, and gives the daily five. That's a neat thing he's got going there. But, you know, he's got some good advice. Get you a cup of coffee, grab your pipe, and just chill. And turn the TVs off, the iPads off, your phones, your social media off, all that garbage. You know, I tried that one day, and I'm going to tell you, it makes a difference. It really does. And in fact, I went a week without looking at a bunch of junk. And man, what a difference it makes, because your mind's not bombarded with all that trash each and every day. And it gives you a chance to clear out your mind and chill and look at things back in focus, instead of having all this stuff going in the earways and the and the headways of what we got going on day to day. So anyway, always know that whatever you're going through, whatever situation, it will change. Something will change, and a lot of times it changes for the better. We just got to give it some time and not stress over it and stress ourselves out over that. It's not doing us any good. And, pipe smokers, we're supposed to be some calm people. We're supposed to be the most laid back of the bunch. The cigar smokers are, what they tell me are the more rowdy ones, and they get into all that, stress and rowdiness and tough thing, And man, we're supposed to be chilled as pipe smokers. But I know life can deal us some blows. I'm just joking there, but I know it can deal us some blows. But just remember, don't stress over stuff you can't control because you can't control it. And I tell you what bass piper does. I just turn it over to God, and I just pray to God and say, God, this is yours. I'm a child of yours, and you tell us in your word not to worry and don't add 1 inch to your stature. And it's no good in worry. Christians like to call it. We don't call it worry a lot of times. We like to just use the word we were concerned, which makes out to be the same difference. We just like to fancy the word up a little bit. But no matter what you want to call it, God's got it, and God's got it under control. So don't worry or be concerned about it. He's got it. So anyway, guys, until we meet again, Bass Piper loves you guys. I appreciate all the subscribers. And until we meet again, you guys relax, have a pipe, and don't forget to count the blessings of God in your life each and every day. I'm going to go out here in the garage and have mine here in just a second. So you guys take care. Bye-bye now.